struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. He had a nice performance in his last outing. 4 RBIs, right? Clutch hits, driving in guys when they're sitting out there in front of him. I'm looking to see if he can have an impact on this game as well.
Sergio Crespo is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Crespo, a 22-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. Foul ball. Strike 2. Here it comes. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes another 0-2. And he got him.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Tried a change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Simeon. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd. Ready now for the White Sox, Omar Narvaez. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Balls up.
Fouled away. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has a read on it. 2 down. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Up next for Chicago, Brian Goodwin. He'll work on keeping this top of the 2nd alive. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Goodwin is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Missed with a breaking ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Montes comes up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Avisail Garcia. In there, no balls and a strike. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
1-1-1.
Just got a piece up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. On the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So stepping in, Sergio Crespo. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Walter Kwan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. No runs, no hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Into the box now, Giovanni Robertson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 0-2 home, and he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Giovanni Robertson is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter. Yoan Moncada comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Moncada digs in at 6'2 and swings the bat from both sides of the batter's box. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Weak chopper up the line. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Digging in, Omar Narvaez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0.
Leading off for the White Sox, center fielder Ryan.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In now, Nicky Delmonico. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch.
That's up.
Popped him up. Lamb over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So here is Avisail Garcia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0. Now at the plate, Tim Anderson. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And a high strike there, A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Sergio Crespo.
Sergio Crespo.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2. Striding in, Walter Kwan.
Now batting. First baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Walter Kwan.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Trout. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the White Sox. Still down 3-0. Leading off the inning, Giovanni Robertson, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And it's fouled away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just... just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
At the plate, Omar Narvaez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Allen waits on it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Need to get... Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2. And a breaking ball stays outside. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Here's a high pop-up. Lamb is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So here is Avisail Garcia. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
2 out, nobody on. In there, 1-2 now.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Angels are out in front, 5-0. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
McCutchen is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. In now, Sergio Crespo, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. A fastball that just misses inside.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Missed with a slider.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Hit high and deep out to left. Davis going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, Walter Kwan. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, this boy
struck him out, and that'll do it tonight for the White Sox.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
A 5-0 finish tonight. The Halos take the 1-0 lead here. Allen takes home the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark.